Good morning, good afternoon. This is Tony. We're playing some Stationeers. And trying to remember where I left off. It's actually been a few days. More than a few days, actually. Had a few things going on, got some distractions. So, life happens. So it looks like I'm definitely seeing some things. Alright. I have a furnace in here. Looks like I'm starting to run out of oxygen. So, looks like I need to prioritize getting that going. Just for the Band-Aid temporary thing going on here. Might regret putting it like that, so do it like that. I'm actually gonna do it up here because, knowing my luck, the way cabling is gonna be, it's gonna be all wonky. Enough of those. Get a canister, spare canister, although I'm not sure.
Power low.
Oh, thanks. Thank you, Mrs. Suit Lady, or Miss Suit Lady. Alright, getting a nitrogen filter because I'm temporarily using oxide in this case to use as my breathing gas. Oh, I need pipes. And oxide does contain oxygen, but it also contains nitrogen. And even though us in real life, we do breathe that, the game is not set up in such a way where it actually does work with using the nitrogen oxygen mix as part of our breathing. Alright, so pipes sent up here. Drop that, that's in the way. We'll just toss that in there for the moment. Need copper. Looks like I don't have enough for cable, so. A little low. But I do have battery. Great. One more. I think that will be enough cables for the moment. Probably get up. I need to get a quick sip.
Air tank low.
And there's the suit warning.
Low pressure. Oxygen critical.
Over there.
Hunger caution.
We're gonna go ahead and flush out.
Temperature critical. Pressure critical. Oxygen critical.
Now, I did pick up on my first recording. It sounded like the game recording was a little bit quieter than my voice, so, or something to that effect. So, I'm gonna try these updated settings. So this video and possibly the next video is gonna be a little, still gonna be a little off. The hard way, clicking manually. Now, these standard canisters can handle up to 10,000 kilopascals. This should give me a little bit more breathing room, unintended. And it's starting to warm up quite a bit here because of that furnace. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this little stack of ice cubes. Now we got a semi habitable room here. I should probably, you know what, I'm gonna oh, got a cable line. Okay. Good to know. Now, this isn't gonna be a proper airlock. Why did I just throw those all in there? I needed to throw it in here. Yeah. Little thing. Is still climbing it and heating here.
Power low.
So passive, active. Whoop. Do a tank. Or so I thought. Well, I can't take off my suit because now it's too hot in here. I need to get this out of here. How much is in here actually? Did I have? Nope, that's my tracker. Gonna get a little too warm in here, I think. Okay, that's gonna buy me some time. All right, got my nitrogen filter in. Okay. All right. At least for the moment, my batteries won't be instantly freezing to death, because one of the problems with batteries, again, it saps the living snot out of your batteries. So that is no longer a thing. But the downside is this room is gonna potentially heat up to 600 degrees, which is not good. What I might do is I might just drag in some cold air.
Hydration critical.
Yep. Even though I just took a sip, it was only a partial bottle. I don't know how my power cable orientation is right this moment, but it's okay. I'll keep drawing in some cool air. The water I have in bottles. I can't go too far. I need more silicon though. I'm not sure where we want the day. Well, just as I was saying it. Hello, sun. Oh, let's turn off the light for a moment here. It saved me a little bit of battery power. But I do need a little silicon. I need to start pumping out that furnace. I don't want it to keep warming up inside my base, because that's going to be bad news bears. The whole point here is to make that little space somewhat habitable for the immediate. Now again, I'm going to cut out some of this mining a little bit later on. Look.
Power low.
But as I'm still kind of in that initial survival phase, I am kind of leaving that in.
Light on.
But again, it also depends on feedback. If y'all want to keep the mining scenes in, just kind of see everything unaltered, let me know in the comments. Oh snap. I don't think we're getting much out of this. That was major disappointing. Oh, is that more? There's a little. Oh, that's cobalt, which will be useful, but not yet. Oh, there's some more over here. Yeah, I'm gonna need to move the furnace shortly. main component of anything that's plastic based. Although
Power critical.
somehow, I guess you can have plastic sheets for, like, you know, for glass, but the game calls it glass sheets, so this game's not 100% accurate if you haven't seen this game before. That's gonna be useful, but I can't be distracted by too many bright shiny objects. But anyways, yeah, yeah, somehow glass turns into sheets, like, out of silicon. Not sure how that one, well, I guess it kind of makes sense in a way, because, silicon found in sand, and, yeah, I don't know. Don't think too much about it. It's just a game, guys. Gals. Whee! Well, coming back just in time for the sun to kind of fall beyond there. A little jump. Nope.
Power low.
I mean, I do have plenty of my jumpsuit left, but whatever. Let's see, how warm is this? This is 526 Celsius. It's definitely not hot enough to melt and turn this into ores, like ingots. But let's see, what is this rich of? Okay, so it's mostly my oxide. What I'm doing here is I'm just kind of creating a temporary vacuum, because the second I start splitting those volatiles off, they start melting in the atmosphere. And how warm it is in here, it's not enough to self-ignite, but it is definitely hot enough if something were to go wrong. Like, I turn on one of these machines and start printing something, it is an ignition source, and my base would be full of fire, and that would be bad. That would be tough life, a tough life to deal with. And as the heat is rising, the pressure is also rising in here, so I'm probably going to cool it off a little bit with some of the outside temperature. A volume pump. Not a Volvo. Oh my goodness.
Power critical.
I kind of got too far ahead of myself and canceled that. Whoops. Alright, power is dropping because now on my suit, because it is now starting to try to struggle to keep up with the cooling demands inside here. Nothing too much yet. Okay, my pink-haired, purple-haired lady is starting to breathe hard because she can be thirsty. I'm actually going to vent this stuff outside. Not tracker. We're going to need
pressure critical. Oxygen critical.
Okay, that should...
Cognition low.
That should tie me over for a little bit. I definitely don't have enough cables, though. Oh, boy. I'm actually trying to save this gas, because there is some use to this, this heated gas, whether I use it for base heating, or there should be a considerable amount of carbon dioxide, almost like monoxide. Plants do not breathe carbon monoxide. It would be a different planet if they did. Oh yeah, it's definitely getting spicy in here right now.
Waste tank caution.
Yep, and now my waste tank is starting to go a little touchy because the waste here, the waste tank, is also, I'm consuming my oxygen at a higher rate. That's because my same
Power low.
Source of cooling is also the same source of breathing for me. I mean, the suit does regulate using its internal air conditioning unit, but the waste heat that's generated by it is dumped into my waste tank. Oh, come on. Lord, give me... Yeah, I don't want to waste that stuff, but I may have to. Alright, I'm going to turn this on. It's going to give me air flash. I don't have anything connected to the other end, which is fine. We're just going to kind of do a little temporary thing here. Hope I have enough pipe. I should. 6. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna take a little while for this to start airing out, but well, wait for the tank, the furnace tank to empty out. Okay, I do have a spare battery in here. It's cutting a little close. So yeah, there's plenty of CO2 in here. Very hot CO2. I am maintaining the temperature by using insulated pipes and an insulated tank. I mean, I could potentially stick a radiator out on this and bring that down to a more acceptable temperature. Let's see, I got some extra volatiles in there too, so okay. Because yeah, the plants are going to need that CO2 to turn back into oxygen. Actually, I might want to bring that in. It's just cold air from the outside. All right, so the temperature
Waste
is
tank critical.
oh, well, I actually am just going to crack this off inside here. Just dumping it right in.
Power low.
Atmosphere. Wondering where this pollution came from. I'm trying to think. Oh, I'm wondering if this came from when I had the arc furnace. That had to be it. Alright, we actually have a positive power rate here, so I am going to go ahead and toss those batteries in. Could crack this down, but no, I can't, because the problem is there's volatiles in that. So again, volatiles getting in here would be bad with an oxygen source, and also being actually it's almost to the temperature of auto ignition, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, if I crack that open in here as is, I'd be in for a really bad day. All right, so what do we got going on here? All right, I have a little bit of glass, I have a solar panel, panel. Excuse me. Tank here, although I do need to kick this back on because this will not empty if it is not turned on. And I'm already starting to run low on my oxygen because the super high heat in here. So we are almost out. So I'm actually going to start drawing in some. Actually, I'm going to draw in cold air. Oh, what am I kidding? Instead of doing that, I'm just going to let a big old chunk come out. Since the pressure is higher in here, it's going to push out more of that hot air until it equalizes. Getting close to equalization. Yeah. Now I'm going to start drawing in cold air. All right. Do we still have... I don't want to break this until
Power low.
that volatiles is completely out. I'm not too worried if I crack this open with other gases in there. Just do a little battery swap-a-roo. Right. And you notice my oxygen canister is lowering slower than what it was a few moments ago. I mean, it's still faster than what you start off with by default because of the issue of having nitrogen in that same mix. All right, what do we need to do? We need to build some more. What do we have left? All right, I have a little bit of that and that. What I need to do is build a tool printer. The reason being for that tool printer is it will allow me to build a beacon so I can find my way back home. That way I can do nighttime expeditions for mining. So now the pressure's so light, it's almost equalizing. I mean, it's almost equalized with what is in this room. Less gas to equalize against. Yeah. We're not a we are not power positive. It's also because we're diverting some of the charge from those wind turbines from there into here. Wow, it's all shared, the shared source. So these technically should still be kicking positive, albeit super. Yep, it just saw it kick up super slow. And plus, I'll find a better place for this, namely over here. All right.
Power low.
Alright, see, it's still getting colder because I'm drawing in cold air from the outside. Now, the pipe network isn't massive, so yeah, the flow rate is very limited. I'm trying to bring air that's at a lower pressure from the outside to the end, so it's a little struggle. All right, day 5. I hear? Yep, yes, I did. All right, turn that off. All right, we need a sheet. And another sheet. 2 plastic, 2 iron. All right. That's still draining. Let's do a ladder, not ladder, but stairs. Because I'm tired of playing jumperoo. Yeah, that's probably done. There's nothing left in there, is there? Nope. Okay. So we don't need to drain any more power from us. That's just forcing, yeah. It's supposed to force the gas from the pipe into that, but I don't know if that actually works. Man. Alright, we still have a little bit of gas in there.
Hunger caution. Power critical.
I just want to get this out of the way. Oh, stairs complete. Oh, 2 sets of stairs. Well, that's okay. Alright. We're gonna do lockers. I probably could wait to do these, but I don't like having messy places. Uh-oh. Battery died. Not paying attention. Fortunately, the power... Fortunately, the power was still bringing stuff in positively, so... Alright, there's 2. I kind of want 4. I mean, I'm going to need more than just that. Usually I build 3 sets of lockers, but... For the moment, that's okay. Alright, what I'm going to do now... is I'm pretty sure we're getting close to the point of the first windstorm. And I don't want to lose potential of capturing its power. And I mean, yes, I have enough for 2 batteries, but only really 1 if you have to cable it up. And the power that's going to be coming in on those wind turbines is going to be a whole lot more than what these little baby cables can handle. Okay, that's good enough. Alright, so the rest of the gas will fall into here, into the base. We can just use the partial power. There we go. Whatever's left gets dumped into there. I'm just going to kind of run that for a few seconds to kind of make sure that this pipe segment is completely evacuated, like it should be. Alright, still cooking. Alright. That's fine. I'll clean that off from the back side. Sheets. Okay, temperature is actually pretty comfortable in here. Wow. Not so much for me personally.
Power low.
But it is in acceptable range and pressure of my little person. We're gonna pop that out. Put that in there for the moment. Okay, that's a spare tank of air, which I'm probably going to need soon. Yeah. Alright, in order to build this, you need 2 sheets. Steel sheets, that is. Oh, I think I saw the security printer on there. I'll take a look again in a moment here when I'm... You know what? I'm going to need one of those. I don't think I'm going to need a transformer yet, but just in case. They aren't prohibitively expensive. All right. That is a bit problematic, actually, the way I have it oriented right now. Fine. We're gonna move these, which is gonna cut power from the printers. I know I'm being super lazy on this one right this second. I'm just trying to get this stuff moved. Alright. There's no power coming into it this moment. It'll just print what it can. Yeah. Out of the way. We're just gonna toss this battery right here for the moment.
Power low.
Just gonna warm this room up a little bit, running it slow. Not too much, but it is gonna spread a little yuckiness in the air. Right. Oh, that's fine. I'm gonna need... I plan on putting 2 batteries in anyway, so... a little bit exploity-ish. Okay, battery charging. We're gonna cut that again. Why? Do this the right way. And oh, my mouse is rolling. That's why. My wheel on the mouse is getting a little touchy. All right, we're just gonna do this. There's gonna be some eventuality there, so. Alright, so those are all repowered. We are charging the battery from this. So I still have that still connected outside. I'm gonna have to do some rearranging soon. Things are a little cramped. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. I mean, the air is still breathable in here. Probably
Power critical.
move things over a little bit. I can probably break that without. Okay, good. There is a little method to my madness here. I'm gonna cut power. Yep. He's running low. It's gonna die on me, which is okay. And then we're gonna run around the dark for a moment here. Nothing really too worried about, even though the battery did die, but I can't see anything yet, so I'm gonna turn this. That's what I was looking for. Alright. Yay, solid green light, which means it's charging its fullest ability. full. That is not. That is not. And we're out of power. There's definitely not enough heavy cables still. I mean, definitely not enough. What I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to grab a portable light. It does require a battery, but it uses less power than your head suit lamp as a whole. So, ooh, excuse me. Could do a full-size battery. Kind of a little cheeky way of doing this. That's kind of throw this in your uncamp like that. I'm gonna grab this. So, a couple things. Yeah, you can see it definitely lights up the room a lot more than what you're used to. Only got enough for 2 more, so yeah, definitely need more gold. So no going out super far right now. Alright. Now my guy is, or gal is, complaining about food. Let's grab one of those. Once on that. Finish that off. Have a little bit of coal. Okay. This will need to get pulled up, moved. I hear the chirp. Alright. Trying to think, what do I want to do? Battery's down to 50%. We'll go outside. I'm going to keep this on hand. Because, yeah, that will drain fairly quick when I go outside. Now, I am going to flush my helmet here. Because there is a trace amount of pollutants in my helmet.
Temperature critical. Oxygen critical. Pressure critical.
And out of here. But not yet. I do have my stairs with me, so we're gonna go ahead and put some in, and I love it when my mouse keeps rolling on me. I'm not sure what to make of that. It's a little sensitive. Alright, so that is all kind of hooked up somewhat. It just spliced in from the heavy to light.
Jetpack on.
Yeah. Go try consume or make 26 of these.
Jetpack on.
Wow. Wait. Oh, I don't have it. Alright. Probably gonna be two or three windmills or wind turbines that's not gonna be able to reach with the heavy cables. So I will still, for the immediate, I'm gonna still hook them up with using light cables. It's just the risk is if windstorm hits, there is a very, very high chance it's going to blow out those cables in particular. Okay, so it looks like I'm losing one. However, I guess the trade-off here is I'm only losing one. think I can live with that. Now, whoop, you don't want to draw in. There's liquid forming from that. Oh, that looks like we got positive. Definitely got positive rate here. Let me move this a little closer. Okay. Although what I am going to do here, I'm going to take my suit off. So one of the things that's also a factor in this game is hygiene. Now, the longer you wear your suit, the stinkier you will be. So, I mean, now there is showers and that sort of thing that will help with cleaning you up faster. There is a hygiene buff, and there's actually a benefit to it because if you reach the 150% mark of being clean, you actually move faster, and your tool usage, there's a few like other bonuses and whatnot. I am not super familiar with it because I actually have not seen it in action yet. Okay, so that's my other air tank, and just right click and finish that off. Alright, so this is the regular furnace. Alright, so that is actually going to be used over here. There's my other air tank. I'm going to set over here for the moment. Don't need that yet. I'm going to put that out soon. Cereal bar, boneless. That's right, guys. These cereal bars don't have any bones in them, which is good. I don't know of anybody who wants to eat a bony cereal bar. And my medical pills that has been. They have kind of, the developers have kind of did a little debuff with that as of late. It is not as good as it once was. It used to heal you completely, but I guess it only gives you a partial healing now. Right, so need to tear that all up, move that. Kind of combine everything for the moment. Now let's chop that. The battery's almost charged. Yeah, because I'm going to move this around a little bit. Let's make sure there's nothing left in here. I'm pretty sure there's nothing. Oh. Need the battery. Okay, pipe is empty. Pipe is empty. The ice crusher is empty. Alright. Alright. Actually, I need that back. You. And you. You. Wire cutters. And I believe angle grinder next. Oh, no battery. don't want to use my big batteries for that. Alright. And drop that in. There we go. Now we're gonna move that. I'm gonna do a little trick there, have it stick to the wall. Oh. I'm gonna be moving all this stuff all around again. I'm gonna probably expand the base, rip these ground pieces up. I don't know, I just don't like having iron frames. It's just kind of a weird thing. Whatever. But, alright, we got some gold, copper. No, we don't have any gold. But we do have iron, copper, and steel. And silicon. And I do have some more in my pocket. Put that back. And OCD. Put my power tools up top. Drop that in here. Just kind of taking inventory of what I got left. Okay, ice pressure. I think actually I'm going to drop this out of here first. Alright, still dark out. Alright, we need a valve. A few more insulated pipes. Yep, it's light outside. Actually, the unfortunate is I think I'm going to have to do a little stealing from one thing to do another. Get to 50 now. Probably 50. That's enough for the moment. We're going to do a vent. We got a volume pump over on there somewhere. Oh. Okay. I'm sure my battery from my pants is starting to run low. Yep. Alright, that will last a bit longer. Oh, 10. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That will last me a little bit. Let's see here. I don't have any more frames. No. That might be a problem. Oh, too steep. All this stuff can get moved around soon too. These two steel sheets. that. Get thirsty again. We'll crack open another bottle. Good enough. Put that out soon. Oops. Got that. Fine. Where's my tools? There we go. This does charge a little faster in that. And throw one in there. Okay, I'm all batteried up. I'm going to shut this off for a moment, conserve a little bit of power. Not a huge difference maker, but right now it all counts. Alright, we're going to go ahead and close the... Close
Temperature critical. Oxygen critical. Pressure critical.
And that should do.
Jetpack on.
Yeah, so bad. Kind of let the day go by. Oops. Okay, why? Okay, this is not working. There we go. Last one. Oops. A little exploity-ish. Bring that down over here. And I forgot to bring... I needed gold. Well, that's a waste. And I forgot to bring my, steel, iron sheet. Need those to finish working that out. And I think the storm is going to hit today, too. In-game, that is. Windstorm. Oh, first one is actually going to be the ball. Alright. So now, that is output. How do I want to route this? Do one way. We're gonna have the gas. Nope, that won't fit there. That won't give me room. I haven't got pipes there. Yeah, let's go back to the original. But I think it will still poke through the wall. Yeah. Poke and poke, yeah. Alright. Now normally I don't need to actually put insulated there, but I do need to put insulated here. The reason being some of this gas will still leave the furnace and kind of be queued up. This is only really going to grind super
Jetpack
cold.
on.
Super cold. There. Oh, it broke. That's what I'm going to run. Well, actually, I can actually run right here. Frames wrong. help insulate somewhat. It's not perfect, but it'll at least keep the furnace somewhat warm. And then, of course, one thing I forgot about doing, take that off. I need to be able to put stuff in it. And that's what the chutes were for. We'll give it a 3 space. No, more. Oh. Inlet. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So technically it gives me 4 slots. That's gonna poop out there, and I'm actually just gonna stick a straight chute there because you don't have to have an outlet. It just looks cleaner that way. And the controls are still visible. You can still see what's going on here. Awesome. Actually, I'm going to put an insulated one here anyways, because if I have this open on this side, I don't have a kind of an air leak or an energy leak, if you will, heat transfer between the rooms. So that's actually probably the way to go. Because yeah, once I put the passive vent on, it should be full out. Yep. Now I could do is actually route it here, and that might be the smarter way to go. I don't think I don't have those pipes right now. And right now I think I have enough. O2, not O2, CO2 at the moment. Oops, put that back down there. Gotta double stack that. Just gonna do a little housekeeping here. So I am gonna go ahead and route some of this piping around. Well, actually, I might have enough, actually. Especially with the introduction of these, 3 and 5. I do have enough, so I could actually just chop that off and put that there, or whatever. I mean, I can actually put the pump, the volume pump here instead, and save that gas. Ooh, decisions. You know what? I am going to do that. That kind of worked out to be a little bonus, so I could actually keep this as like an emergency vent. Things go sideways or something. I have a oh no button. Alright, so look, I'll put it here. Ooh, right. Now, fortunate is I have to aim it downwards because I think the cable routing is going to be kind of a problem. So yeah, we'll just use that as kind of an unexpected bonus here. Now this should be able to poke through. Yep. Now, I mean, I could set up a system where it would actually recycle some of this hot air. I mean, I think we might be getting a little ahead of ourselves at the moment. Just a little bit. But that's okay. Alright, let's do... Oop. Not you, what are you? And I'll drop that here. I'll need a couple more, I think. And I'll just put the emergency relief this way, outside. Away, we'll leave that closed. Yeah, so I'll just need one pipe. I could see. I saw that little liquid come out there. Alright, so just give me... It's not in here, it's in here. And we just need one insulated pipe. That works. Worked it. I'll poop out two just in case. I think it was just only... No, you know what? For the sake of keeping things... My limited supply of... silicon. Take that with me. Clean that out. Awesome. Now, I could do is go ahead and take this piece out. Gives me a little... Okay. Alright. Well. Hey, got a little power there. I just got that. Trying to think. Definitely need gold. What do I have here? We got copper, steel, iron, silicon. I mean, we've got a small mix of things. I might go ahead and pop this out. This will not live here forever. Only temporary. Famous last words, right? Alright. Hear the wind turbine turning. Warm up my room a little bit. Kind of backing away so it doesn't bug me as much. It is going to spew out a little bit more yuckies. Which again, we're not at a point where it's toxic to me yet.
Air tank low.
Oh. That's also another reason why I didn't. Because I'm still in my suit. Alright, there we go. Alright, tool maker. We're going to pop this all out for the moment. Don't have a ton of oxygen left, so we're just
Air
going
tank
to pop
critical.
that in and crack that off. Got 82% left on my suit battery, 85 on my light. I'm actually go ahead and toss these two in for the moment. Get those topped off. Pretty sure I do need gold. Or yep. Ah, I can't believe I let that last chunk of gold go. Oh wow. We are still in the dark. Why is that? Oh, because I don't have a battery in there. Well, doing what I can, I guess, for the moment. That's just going to be slight topping batteries. Might as well take advantage of what I can. The mining belt, on the mining thing. I'm going to put this over here because, again, charge rate is faster on this. If I remember these... Oh. Wow. Good job. It's still nowhere near as fast as this guy, so... Oh, boy. throw that in the mining drill, close that up. Pop that in my suit. It's getting a little close to being done. Now I have those pieces of ice in my might be getting close to daylight. Well, I guess we're just kind of sitting here and playing the waiting game because I don't want to print too much off at the moment. I mean, I could print off some frames. No, I don't want to do that yet either because I need the steel for the upgrades because I don't know how much gas do I have left in this. I mean, I have a fair amount. Mining belt. We're gonna just swap this off for the moment. And yeah, we got power positive, which is great. You know, sorry guys, I think we're kind of at a stopping point here. So yeah. Yep, and we're at the hour mark anyway, so I don't want these recordings to go on too long without, as YouTube gets a little finicky with processing. So what I will do is we'll go ahead and end it right here, and we'll pick it up probably in the waiting game. Oh, I can see sort of the mountains outlining, so that's actually perfect timing. So until next time, everybody, have a great rest of your day.